Hi, I'm Kat Justice and welcome to The Art of Yoga. This is a gentle morning routine designed to help wake the body up first thing in the morning with some very gentle yoga movements and postures and practices. It's designed to help decrease pain in the body, so if at any point when we're doing the yoga you feel pain or discomfort, just know you can always make the movement smaller, you can always skip some poses or some practices until you feel like your body is comfortable again. So always listen to your body and follow the signals it's giving you to keep it safe and happy. The beginning part of the sequence can even be done in bed. Eventually you'll probably want to move down to the floor to a yoga mat, but you can start it in bed, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much for watching. So because this is a good morning wake up yoga routine, we're going to start on our backs as if we've been asleep. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're just going to step your feet a little wider than your hips and let your knees drop together so they make a little tent shape. And closing your eyes, feel your body soften and relax into the floor. From here, you're going to breathe in and out through your nose. And just take a few breaths to notice what's going on inside your body. So noticing if you feel any tension, any aches or pains. Noticing how your body moves as you breathe. Noticing the pace of your breath. And just taking these first few moments to just check in with what's going on inside of you right here, right now. And then from here, you're very gently going to separate your knees and step your feet in so they're hip distance apart. From there, we're going to take a few rounds of pelvic tilts. So it's a really small movement. As you exhale, you're going to kind of scoop your tailbone under, and you're going to feel your lower back flatten into the earth. And then as you inhale, you do the opposite. You're going to feel your pelvis roll forward, and you're going to feel your lower back arch slightly away from the earth. So you exhale and tilt back, everything presses. You inhale, tilt forward, and the back gently opens. Moving with the breath. If it helps, you can always take your hands on your hips to feel the movement. Inhaling to open, and exhaling to roll back. The movement can be as big or as small as your back is comfortable. It can be teeny tiny if that's what it takes to keep it comfortable. And then from here, now you're going to separate your feet a little wider than your hips, and we're going to take some windshield wiper twists for the hips. So as you exhale, just let your knees gently drop down to the right. You're going to inhale back up to center, and exhale, let them gently drop down to the left, like little windshield wipers, just moving side to side, comfortable range of motion. Again, the knees don't have to move very far. They can go just a few inches is just fine. Just keeping it in that comfortable range. Not forcing the body to stretch. These might not even feel like stretches, just like getting the body, circulation moving through the body, getting it warmed up. Inhaling to lift the knees, exhaling as they lower down. And you can let your head turn in the opposite direction of the knees if that feels good on the neck. Or you can do a counter rotation and let the knees go in the same direction as the knees, or let the head go in the same direction as the knees. That too. Whatever feels good, or you can just keep the head still. And then from here, go ahead now and reach your feet up towards the sky. You can leave a little bend in your knees so that we're not going to overstretch the hamstrings. You're just going to take some circles, and in fact take the hands up too. So we can just do some gentle circles through the ankles and the wrists, just waking them up. If there's a little bit of clicking or creaking, just make the movement smaller. Again, just keep it comfortable. And then from there, go ahead and hug the knees into the chest. And gently roll to one side. And come on up for hands and knees. And as you come onto your hands and knees, you're going to spread your fingers nice and wide. You can still be in bed for this, or you can decide to move down to your mat if you want. With the fingers spread, make sure that you're using the whole palm of your hand to support your body, not just your wrists. And we'll move through cat and cow. So as you exhale, find that nice rounded cat back, let the head drop. As you inhale, just a gentle arch for cow. And rather than looking straight ahead and cranking on the neck, just look a few inches ahead of your fingertips. Keep the neck long. So we exhale and round through the back as if you're pushing the floor away. Inhale, gently arch like a sway back cow and feel your shoulders pull away from your ears. Exhaling to round. Inhaling to arch. Movement can be as big or as small as your back wants to make it. Keep relaxed through the jaw, through the throat. Trying to coordinate the movement of the breath. Let the breath lead and then let the body follow. And then on the next exhale, we're going to sit back into child's pose, bringing the big toes to touch, sit the hips back, and let your head rest down. You can take your head all the way to the ground, or you can fold your hands, or you can even stack your fists. The hips do not have to touch the heels. If they're a little raised, that's fine. You just want them relaxing back towards your heels. Another option is to bring your arms at your sides. Whatever version of child's pose you're taking, just feel your breath moving into your back. So as you inhale, your back expands and opens. As you exhale, it softens back in. Inhale, gently rise back up to hands and knees. From here, this might be where you'd want to switch to come onto the floor, just because your bed isn't going to have as much support as the floor would have, floor or yoga mat. From here, you're going to tuck your toes under and slide your right leg back. As you reach through that back leg, feel the stretch coming in through the heel. At the same time, lengthen through the crown of the head, like you're reaching your body in opposite directions. From there, you're going to take that right foot and you're going to slide it over to the left. At the same time, as comfortable as you can, just gently look over your left shoulder. You may be able to see your heel and say, hi, wave to the heel, or heel waves to you. And you might not be able to see it, that's fine. Just keep it comfortable motion. Just feeling that nice stretch and opening now along the right side of the body. Breathing into it. And then swing the leg back, and we'll take the other side. The left toes tuck, and the leg slides back. Feeling that nice little stretch into the calf, waking up the soles of the feet. Staying slow with the breath, breathing in and out through the nose, and then we'll slide that left heel over to the right. Just a comfortable distance, and you can gaze straight ahead, or you can look over the right shoulder. Now feeling that stretch opening through the left side body. And then exhale, swing the leg back and sit back into child's pose. Let your breath settle in. Inhale, rising back up to hands and knees. And then from here, we're going to tuck the toes and we're going to move into a bent leg down dog. So you're going to pull back through the hips so that we don't push up through the arms. We're going to pull back and lift with the legs as we come into a very gentle downward facing dog. Knees are going to stay bent, and then you can just slowly kind of pedal out the feet, walking one heel up, the other heel down. And as you do this, it might feel comfortable to eventually straighten the legs a little bit more, but it might not. If your hamstrings are tight, much better to keep your knees bent and your back long than to try and straighten the legs at the expense of your back having to round. Make sure you're breathing. Fingers are still spread, using the whole palm of the hand. Use the strength of the legs to draw your weight off your arms. And then exhale, child's pose. Let it all go. Let everything relax. And then once again, rising to hands and knees, tuck the toes. Feel the hips pull you back as you rise up into downward facing dog again. And this time we're going to make it a little bit more still. It doesn't have to be perfectly still, but just not as much pedaling of the legs. Knees can be bent, or if you've got flexible hamstrings and they want to move towards straight, that's fine too. You just want to feel your neck relax, feel your back stay long, stay connected to the breath. And then exhale back to child's pose. Let it all go, let the arms totally relax. And then from child's pose, we're going to move once more into a downward facing dog, tucking the toes, lifting through the hips, reaching up and back. You can keep the knees bent, you can straighten them, just taking a breath here because we're not going to stay long. We're going to slowly walk your feet up to your hands. And as the feet come up to the hands, bringing the feet hip distance apart and let your body relax down. Knees are nice and bent. You might even want your belly or your chest resting on your thighs. Let everything go loosey-goosey. Make sure you're breathing as you bend even deeper through the knees. Push through the feet, keep the knees bent until the last possible moment. It's okay if it takes a couple of breaths. But we're going to inhale and reach up through the arms. Exhale, hands come back to the heart. You can stay as you are. I'm just going to turn to face towards the camera. But from here, if you need to sit down, if you feel a little lightheaded, have a seat on your bed until you're ready to join back in. Once you feel a little bit more steady in your mind and in your vision, go ahead and find our Tadasana, mountain pose, bringing the feet hip distance apart. Feel those four corners of your feet. Imagining like the feet were cars, where they would have tires. Those are your four corners. Find equal weight to all four. And then don't let your knees lock back. You're going to have the knees slightly bent, but the thighs are active, lifting through the thigh muscles. Shoulders are relaxed, crown of the head gently floats. Go ahead, close your eyes. And as you breathe here, allowing your breath to drop down into your belly. And opening the eyes, we're just going to do some gentle kind of morning salutation arm circles. Inhale, circle the arms up, look to your hands. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale to circle up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Nice and slow. Inhale once more. And exhale. Same idea, we're just going to reverse the motion. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, circling back to the heart. Ground through the feet. Inhale. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Exhale. Inhale, rooting down. Exhale, feel your spine be light and floating. Bringing the hands back to the heart. From here, go ahead and soften the palms of your hands and bring them right onto your heart. Closing your eyes. Instead of taking a traditional Shavasana or relaxation at the end of this yoga session, because this is for waking up, we're going to do something a little different. So we're just going to do a very short meditation to start the day, standing meditation to wake things up. So with the eyes closed, still feel that sense of grounding and rooting through the four corners of your feet. Notice what's happening with your breath. If you feel your breath pulling up to your chest, maybe see if you can get it to soften down into the belly. And then from here, just thinking about some kind of positive intention that you'd like to set for your day. It can be a theme that you want to bring into your day, like peacefulness, mindfulness, loving kindness, compassion, whatever it is. Think of something positive that you would like to cultivate today. And then as you choose that theme, with every inhale, think about drawing that energy into your body. So if it's compassion, bring compassion inside your body. And then every time you exhale, think of sending it out to the world around you. Make sure the knees aren't locked. Keep the legs active. If you feel dizzy, you can always do this with your eyes open. And then from here, gently open your eyes. And you can now bring the palms of your hands together at your heart. And namaste. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your morning with me and to wake up with this gentle morning routine. I hope you feel a little bit more energized and like your body feels a little ready to move, a little less stiff and achy, and that you have something wonderful to share with the world today. Thank you again. Namaste. Thanks.